So if you want to make the hardest beats for Big Scarr, Big 30 and all the Memphis artists, this is the video for you. I'm going to show you how you can make an hard melody using a piano, how to add some counter melodies to make it sound different, and then we're going to add some crazy drums to blend everything together. So let's get into it. So I'm going to set the BPM to 130 because that's the perfect BPM for those hard beats. And as I said, the best way to start in these beats is by using a piano. And yeah, let's use the piano tab from Analog Lab Bank. So I'm going to set the scale to F sharp minor. That's perfect for hard beats. To find an hard melody, you just need to play around with these half steps. You see, it's already sounding hard. Ooh, that's hard, man. And let's try to add some variation. Of course, also in this type of beats, it's really important to play around with the velocity, so we can do something like this. Ooh, that's crazy. So also here I just used these two half steps, and that's a really easy way to make hard beats. Now we can add some bass notes. Here we can go down. And at the end I like to add some variation. Maybe you can go up. So we have a great foundation and I like that, but I want to add a top melody on this to create some variation that we can use later in the arrangement. Can lower the velocity of it. And maybe you can move the second part up one octave. Ooh, that's fire. Let's try to bring this part one octave down. Okay, now we can add some effects on this piano. So first of all I want to add an EQ, because we need to remove the low end, otherwise it will clash with the 808 later. And also this piano is linked to a melody bus where I have a stereo shaper to make the sound more wide. So the next thing that we can add is some delay. Yeah, that's fire, man. Okay, now in this type of beats, the piano will be the main element. So now we don't really need to add invasive counter melodies, but we can add some accents to make the beat sound more unique and spice it up. So the next thing that I want to add is a bell. Let's use the bell 8, then maybe you can change it later. And as you can see, I'm always using these two semitones. You know what, I like that, but I think it needs some processing. Let's start with an EQ as always. I like more the bell too. We can add some reverb on it. And I'm going to render it by clicking Ctrl C. Ooh, that's crazy. Let's remove this tail. Yeah, that's better. As you can hear, this is just an accent and it's making the sample sound better. The next thing that you can add to make your sample sound more full in this type of beats are some strings, of course. You can use violin, strings pads, or I really like to use the spiccato strings from Expand. But we need to find the right place to put it. Yeah, I like that. Okay, right now I have an idea in my mind, so trust the process. So of course we're going to have an EQ on the strings. So reverb too. And my favorite thing to add on strings is some delay. So right now I'm just going to render this because I want to try to reverse them. Ooh, that's fire, man. We can pen the reversed one on the right and the normal ones on the left. So as I said in the previous video, I almost finished my new upcoming kit, the Nebula Multi Kit, and it has more than 1000 sounds, so it's going to be a huge bundle. And I have a lot of one-shots, and let's use one. This one is interesting, man. So if you're using one-shots, you have the possibility to make slide notes. Yo, that's fire. Right now it's sounding too invasive, but I want to process this too. So the first thing that I'm going to do is click Alt Y to flip it. So now we can render it and reverse it. And it's going to maintain the first progression. Yeah, we need to add some reverb on it. And I want to add a pen effect on it. I'm just going to click here, select automate panning. We can double click here. We can mess around with these settings. That's fire, man. The next thing that we can add is a choir. It's already sounding full, but it's good to have 4 or 5 instruments that we can use to make the beat sound more interesting and have some variation in it. So you already know I like to use the original Seppi choir. But I want to add to it a gated effect, but before I want to add an EQ too. The reverb. Yeah, that's fire. I want to try to move everything down to semitone, so it's going to be in E. Yo, that's fire. So right now I'm just going to arrange it, and then we're going to add some crazy drums. But before, I wanted to tell you that the sounds that I use in this video are from the Cryptic Multi Kit, you already know. And if you want to check it out, the link is in the description. Inside of it you will find also the Enigma Multi Kit, so it's a huge bundle. But now let's get back into it. So we're going to have a 16 bar intro, and then the drop is going to be crazy. Then the second part of the hook is going to be more busy. But I think we could add some energy to it. So I'm just going to have a part where the piano melody is pitched up. Yeah, that's fire. And then in the second part we can go down and have this little texture. And now it's time to add some crazy drums. So let's use the drums for my new upcoming kit this time. So let's start with a clap. Yeah, this one is fire. We can add some hi-hats. Here you don't want to overcomplicate it, but we can add some 1/3 step rolls. Yeah, something like that. Now we can click Alt R to randomize the pen and the velocity. I want to have another sound, so let's use this one. Let's add a head too. I like this hat because it's kinda different. Okay, now let's add a kick. So I'm just going to use this pattern because I know it's bouncy. And as always, I like to use the spins. Let's try this one. So I'm just going to copy the kick pattern into the spins. Ooh, that's crazy. And here we need to go up. Let's try to change kick. hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, remember to drop a sub, like and comment, and check out this video on how to make beats like meter booming.